welcome everybody to the April 4th, 2019 Town Board meeting. We're going to start with the Pledge of Allegiance, which will be led by Mr. Robert Beckley.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for a moment. Thank you. And now we're going to do the swearing in.
Deputy Supervisor for the month of April 2019 to the best of my ability.
Great job, Robert. Great job. So now I have a certificate for you. By the way, Robert actually used to go to school here. Not when it was an actual school thing, but he came to preschool, correct? So he's familiar with this building. In fact, he was explaining to me what all the rods were for in here and what my office was used for, where the cubby holes were. So thank you for that education. So here I have a certificate of acknowledgement. This certificate is to acknowledge Robert Beckley has been bestowed the title of Junior Deputy Supervisor for the month of April 2019. Congratulations. Wait, you gotta pose with me. Got it?
Right over here.
Good job.
You. Thank you, Robin. Great job.
Did you have school tomorrow, right?
Okay, so now we are going to have the continuation actually of the public hearing, Orange County Community Development Grant. Desiree, can you please read the announcement?
Yes, a public hearing is being held to entertain suggestions for projects to be applied through funding for the 2020 Orange County Community Development Grant Program. The public notice was printed in the Times Record on March 27, 2019.
Okay, anybody have any suggestions? Marie, take two. Maria, take two.
Maria Hunter, Highland Mills. As I stated last meeting, I had 3 suggestions. One was for sidewalks along Route 32 from, I guess from about here, to where Town Hall is, northbound to where Rigadoon is. There are a lot of children that use that, and it's a safety issue, adults as well. And with the speed limit being 55, it's becoming a little bit of a hazard, because living along 32, some of you know, it's crazy down there. The second thing was if there was any possibility for helping out with the animal shelter, for any additional grants, that there might be something out there, whether to expand it, parking, whatever it may be. And the third thing was,
Disabled ramp at the Central Valley Line.
thank you, I knew there was something else.
And the landscaping.
And the landscaping at the Central Valley Branch. And I know there's a Eagle Scout project in the works, but for next year, if we can expand the property, that'd be great.
Thank you. Anybody else? I received a letter from Leslie Rose, the town historian. Did you want to read any excerpts from it, please?
Yes, I can summarize it for you. A written suggestion was received from historian Leslie Rose recommending the following repairs to the Rushmore Memorial Building, also known as the Historical Society in Highland Mills. Repairs to the disabled entrance ramp, the wrought iron railings are rusting, uprights are falling away from the frame, and the concrete blocks are crumbling. The roof needs to be repaired and inspected, there's grass growing out of the chimney. The stonework in the cement that holds everything together needs to be inspected to make sure it's tight and that there are no loose joints. The windows are decorated with lead mullions, and several need to be addressed, and some of the glass is cracked in the windows. And there's water in the basement, which was not a problem prior to the sewer.
Okay, and I would just like to add to that, instead of repairing, the, handicap ramp in the back, it would be replacing it. Is there anybody else? Okay, since there's no other, suggestions, I have a motion to close the, public hearing.
I'll motion.
I need a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Okay, public input.
Actually, there's more that you need to do with this.
Oh, okay, I'm
You
sorry.
have to, that's okay. You need to adopt a motion and a second to submit municipal grant eligibility forms for consideration under the Orange County Community Development Block Grant, CDBG 2020, and that the supervisor or the town engineer is hereby authorized to submit the form, and it is further that the board has read and understands the municipal grant eligibility form, has met all its applicable requirements, and that the information contained in the form is accurate and true to the best of their knowledge.
Amen. I'll make the motion. I need a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And I think it's, Al Fusco that's actually submitting the information for us.
Yes, I will
Thank you.
certify the minutes from this public hearing,
Right.
and give it to him, because he needs to include it in the application.
Correct. Okay. Once again, we have public input. You're probably the only one here, so.
Johnson this year. Didn't come back to front
Fresh.
this time. Thank you, Robin Kraus, Highland Mills. Couple of things actually. On the website, I was trying to find some older minutes from this year. The only ones posted that I saw was January 3rd, January 17th, and February 7th. So are they posted somewhere else and I
No.
missed it?
If you go to, they should be in there, but I will recheck it, and if they're
Okay.
not, I will put them in tomorrow.
Okay, well, thank you for
I'm
that.
thinking of the agenda. You may be right with the
Okay,
minutes.
no, the
I'll do
minutes,
it.
those would be only
Okay.
three posted,
I'll
unless
make sure
there's,
they get on.
unless there's somewhere else. So thank you for looking at that.
No,
Second thing, actually, again, kind of old business, actually. When do you anticipate removing the soil from, the contaminated soil from
it
Goshen?
was checked this last week.
Okay?
They came back, they were able to dig down and dig into it all.
Mhm.
And he says it takes about a week to 10 days, so probably at the next meeting we'll know.
Okay, so you don't have a target date quite yet?
No, they did
Very
it last
close,
week,
but
so
not yet.
it takes
Okay,
a
okay.
week to 10
No,
days.
no, it's fine. Good, moving forward is definitely a good thing, absolutely. The status of the community center at the res, was the final inspection done? Is everything in and done and final and complete?
The only thing that's not done and will be completed on Tuesday, because I have a meeting with him, is the alarm system.
No?
They seem to be having a difficulty with it. I think it has something to do with their switchboards. The electrician is coming back to work on it, and they're gonna, Joey and I are gonna be meeting him up there, and they'll give us a lesson. Once that's completed, we can ask the village building inspector to come up and look at it. There's no sense having them go there now, because without that working, we won't get it passed.
Right, okay, well, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Well, I was very happy to, actually see, I was actually there, the joint meeting with the town board and the village board on the 25th. I thought all of you were very cordial and professional and, laid things out there, for sure. I thought that was a very good thing. Looking forward to, more conversation, obviously. But my takeaway from that meeting, a bunch of things discussed, but with the cost and stuff. Now, you may or may not be aware, I have foiled the abstracts from the very beginning of when the lawsuit was filed. So, I came up with a figure of 52,000 that the town has already incurred and spent. Jackie, is that the number that, you know, you had kind of hedged about that evening, or?
Actually, I didn't even have a number in mind.
Okay.
I know that was a discussion, that was going to be, between, I think Tom, Klein and Tim.
Yeah, so I think Tom said the village spent around like 22,000.
Right, for the village,
Yeah,
correct.
and he asked what we spent, and I didn't have an exact figure, and I don't think anybody had, and we didn't want to say what it was since we didn't have the figures,
Okay.
since we didn't have the figures in front of us.
Okay, and you still don't apparently, or, so is anyone doing the research on this, and so you can come up with a figure for us at the next meeting?
We received a call request.
Joe said that he received your FOIL request, or
Okay.
someone's FOIL request.
No, it wasn't mine, but,
Okay.
okay, good to
So
know.
he's
I'll
looking
put,
at
I'll
he's
put
putting
one
it
in as
together.
well.
Okay.
Maybe the figures will jive, I'm not sure. Actually, I'm really glad that Attorney McKay is here, actually, because, again, part of my takeaway from that meeting was, you know, it was very professional, and I think a lot of things were accomplished, but, quite frankly, I'm gonna urge the board, as a taxpayer, and I appreciate that a halt was put to, currently at least, you know, as of that meeting, the end of the meeting. But I urge the board to authorize Attorney McKay to file the paperwork, whatever is necessary, to end this lawsuit once and for all. You can certainly continue, and I urge you to continue having talks with the village and any other parties that need to be addressed. But end this lawsuit by way of paperwork and filing. Thank you.
Okay, anybody else?
See, they don't go.
John Smith, Hannah Mills. On a lighter side, I'd like to commend Mr. McKay for his Donald Trump interview.
Mr. Smith, was that some kind of a compliment? I don't know.
I am so putting that in it.
With a
And I think we need a
picture.
picture, yeah. You.
Is that all you got up there to say?
Well,
Oh, yeah,
No,
You
no.
next, Rick.
please ask Mr. McKay how much it costs to have a hairdo.
Thank you,
You're
Mr.
one of
Smith.
us now.
Yeah.
I'd love to get over seeing you that red. Okay. Moving on, anybody else? Okay, let's move on to the administrative business. I need a motion and a second to accept the minutes of our 3/21, 19.
I'll motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Desiree, please, abstract number 7.
Abstract 7 contains vouchers 2019-0537 through 2019-0616 totaling $98,000. I'm sorry. Oh, it's so late.
It wasn't that
It was
funny.
kinda
It wasn't
funny.
that funny. I'm not being offensive.
$98,581.21.
All right, I'll make the motion. I don't know what the numbers were, but I'll take your word for it. Do I have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. We have 2 budget modifications.
They're both to the 2019 budget. The first is increasing B 3120.474, medical supplies by $343, and decreasing B 3120.414, first responders medical by $343. Second is increasing A 3021, state aid court facilities by $14,031, and increasing A 1110.200, justice court equipment by $14,031.
I'll make the motion.
Thank you. I have a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. New business. I need a motion and a second to approve the town clerk to advertise for chlorine bids. Do you need to read it, Desiree, or no, you just go forward? Okay. So I need a motion and a second.
A motion?
Second.
All in favor? I need approval, to, allow the town clerk to advertise for propane bids.
Motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
That's for the new community center up at the res. And to approve the town clerk to advertise for number 2 fuel oil bids. I'll make that motion.
Second.
Thank you, Bob. All in favor? Aye.
Excuse me real quick. I know on the new website, there's a page, a section that says request for bids, proposals, or locate, whatever. Are these 3 gonna be posted on there? Because we have had people who called, and I told them that it should be on there by tomorrow, since tonight you make the motion.
I'll put them up there then, because I can do it from the computer, okay.
Yeah, I don't have access to the website, so I don't know how to do it, but there's a page that says, current bids or RFPs, and it would be great if those were on there.
Okay.
Oh, it's actually good people actually using it.
Yeah,
People are using it.
yeah, I had a
People are using
chlorine
lot of
supplier who called and said, I see it's on your agenda, but it's not under that section yet. I said, well, it should be tomorrow afternoon, since we're only giving it tonight, so.
That's great.
Oh, good. I'm glad to see that we're getting more use out of it than we expected. Now, you said, we're on to number D, which is awarding the snack soda and ice cream vending bid, if I understand that right, you said one bid came in?
Yes, I think I have to read it because it was open. The bid opening was held on April 1st, 2019 for proposals for the placement of vending machines at the 2 municipal water parks. The public notice was printed in the Times Herald Record on March 18th, 2019, and only one bid was received, which is from our current supplier, HGA Vending of Monroe. In his bid, he states that he will provide a 20% commission. I checked with the Parks Director, and he is satisfied and happy with the way the work has been done with the current supplier, and they feel that their service is well, and they are very professional.
It's the same condition of something that we always had.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask the board to approve the one bid and to move forward. So I need a motion and a second.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. E, authorize the supervisor to sign the renewal agreement with Stratagem Securities. That's their yearly, if I'm not mistaken, their yearly renewal. I need a motion and a second for it.
A motion?
Second.
So all in favor?
Aye.
Everybody got a copy of it, I think.
Yeah, I didn't see any changes at all.
Yeah, no,
Or
it's the same
thing.
It's the same. It's 1 year for, $250, $2,500. Okay, where am I? Okay, we need a change of, an approval of a change of employment status. Jules Atkins, who was provisional at part-time, to a, permanent full-time clerk at reduced hours of 29 hours per week at her current rate of $16.36 per hour. So I need a motion and a second. She did, before we go on, she did pass, and we did get her off the list, so, yeah.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second that.
All in favor? Aye. I need a motion and a second to appointment of Mary Firk to UPSI position of tech support assistant, which is at the library for part-time at $20.50 per hour. Her starting date will be April 9, 2019. And once again, it was taken off of the civil service list. So I'll make the motion. I need a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Just have a quick question.
Sure.
Do you know how many hours roughly she's going to?
It'll be less than 20 hours.
Less than- okay.
Number H, here, number 8, that's good. Exactly. Letter H. I need a motion and a second to accept the resignation of Yuri Martinalu, effective 4/19/2019. The reason for his resignation actually is he moved. So I need a motion and a second to accept it.
Motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. July 4th, 2019 Town Board meeting is on a Thursday. I think we're gonna have to move that, obviously, it's closed. My thinking was, after masterminding with the town clerk, that no one's gonna really wanna come in on the 5th, so I would think that we would do a Wednesday meeting on July 3rd, strictly for the purposes of approving the administrative business, would be the minutes and the abstract,
You don't
correct?
even have to do the minutes, you can just do the abstract.
Okay, but,
There's no time sensitivity on the minutes, but the abstract doesn't.
yeah, no, it has to be, so we can be paying people. So, and probably if there are any budget modifications, because that sometimes goes along with the abstract. So, I need a motion and a second to approve a meeting on July 3rd. What time do you guys wanna meet?
Yeah, it's just,
Yeah, that's what it is, we'll do it during the day. I'm here all day, doesn't matter to me.
yeah, that's fine. Yes,
Okay, we'll do it at 10 a.m. on July 3rd, 2019 Town Board meeting. Okay. Anybody got old business?
You do need a motion and a second to do that. The motion is to cancel the July 4th meeting and reschedule it to July 3rd at 10 a.m. here for the purpose of approving the abstract and budget modifications if
Okay, so, you gotta first approve it. We need someone to give the one. Okay, and you did the second? Thank you, Bob. All in favor? Aye, thank you. Old business, anybody? If not,
I have a question on old business then. Oh,
Sure.
Did you wanna go?
No, no, back with that.
At the last meeting, you authorized me to advertise for bids for the paving of the parking lot at Earl Reservoir for the community center. I haven't received anything yet from the engineer yet. However, since then, the county bid did come out earlier than expected.
yeah, I know, but I think if I'm not mistaken, okay, and we'll check into it, because Al did call up, it's supposed to be for street, the bids that came out, there's two different bids. They come out for street, and then they come out for parking lot, for parking.
For non-highway related items?
Yes, correct.
Now,
I'll have them check into
yeah,
it.
just check into it, because we haven't gotten the bid yet to do it, and the county bid come out, and Superintendent White did recommend that the county.
No,
bids
I have no problem with it. It's just, it's a matter of timing,
Right.
also, so,
Just wanted to
if it
point
came
that
out, we'll give them a call, it's not a problem. Thank you.
I'll put this under old business, I just wanted to update everybody, in regards to, we had a joint meeting, and there was a couple takeaways. So I just wanted to update, the board, which you guys are aware, and also to the public. At that meeting, we discussed that Councilman Essick, myself, and Mayor Queen, and another representative for the village board would meet and to discuss about the property line. So I just want to let everybody know that we did meet. We did come up with a tentative agreement, resolution, along with a couple other things, that was submitted to, the town board and to the village board. So I just wanted to let the public know. We did meet, it was that Friday, and it was a productive meeting, and moving the process along.
Thank you very much, Tim. Appreciate that. Appreciate the time that you put in. Anything else on old business? Okay, let's go to town board comments. Jackie?
It's rare, but I have no comments. Everybody has a good evening.
We're flying tonight. Thank you, Donald Trump.
Tim? Bob?
Just a question on the propane bid. Who's our supplier now?
Well, right now we're using Chili's, is this Chili? Yeah,
Chili gas?
Chili's, yeah, Chili gas. At the time, just real quick, Bob, at the time that we had gone for it, Zuckerman Contractors had to do the painting, and it was too cold up there, so we needed the heat in place. So we did it, but now we're going out to bid, and whoever wins the bid gives us a new tank and the whole nine yards.
Do we know what they're charging currently?
Right now, it's $249, right? $249? Yeah.
249?
Okay, That's it?
Yeah.
Okay, I would just like to mention that, this coming Tuesday, April 9th, we have our artist committee meeting again here at 7 o'clock. We had, I think, 5 people were there last time, and I've gotten quite a few calls for people that are gonna be coming this time. So if you wanna participate, everybody's welcome. It will be on Tuesday, April 9th, 7 here at Town Hall. I'd just like to mention, off of what, Robin had stated and Tim, I think that the meeting that was held, the joint meeting went very well. As we said, we were all, act like mature adults, and which is, a good thing, and I think that, a couple more meetings and we may actually resolve this. At least that's what I'm hoping for. Other than that, I don't have anything else. Desiree?
Yeah, I just wanna, announce that on April 30th, the Chamber's having a paint and sip at the Savory Grill. It's $40 per person. There are limited seats, 36 seats available. So if you're interested, please contact me in my office. And although this happened, last week, I do think it needs to be mentioned for the minutes at least, that the town of Woodbury, lost a previous employee who passed away, William McLennan. He worked for our water sewer department, which then transferred to the village. But he did work for the town and for the village for 37 years. And it should be mentioned in the record that he passed and that he was.
Thank you. Joe?
I just want to let the board know I would not be able to attend the July 3rd special meeting. I was able to get a haircut that day. So
Fake news!
I just let you know.
Are you gonna be at the border?
Just let it go, Joe.
Yeah, just let
it go.
I'm not bitter.
Thank you, Joe.
There's a
Appreciate it.
subpoena in my mail.
Don't foil that.
Okay, with that, I'm gonna ask for an adjournment. No, first we're gonna go into executive session, to discuss an employee contract. And then, we will adjourn. We'll close the executive, we will adjourn, and then we're gonna go into, can you put the camera on them if they're going like this and I'm doing it?
You're getting it right.
I know, I
Almost
am.
done.
I know. And then we're gonna go to attorney-client. Okay, it's only taken me a year and 3 months, but I got it. I need a motion and a second.
A motion.
Second.
All in favor? Thank you. Have a great evening. Enjoy the good weather. I'll see you in 2 weeks.